Morning everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kjelstra and I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada, but today we're going to be crop farming. I'm going to be trucking again for the combine like I was yesterday. We're still on the peas. It's yielding unreal. Probably going to be the best pre-crop that we've done in, well, maybe ever on our farm. It's doing well over 60 bushels an acre, so that is epic. We are filling the 10,000 bushel hopper bottom bins. That one's already full. The second one there. This third one is a quarter full now maybe, so with a little luck today we'll fill it right up, but we'll see. I'm gonna pull the combine out here and start servicing it for the day ahead. We'll just climb up there and check the oil first. There it is. That is perfect. She's right on full. Air filter's done. Next is fuel. This should take a while. Doug's pulling into the field with the combine. We always drop the header off in the field at night, the straight cut header, and then drive the combine home, park it in the shed. We're pulling up behind the combine for the first load of the day. There she is, that hopper's right heaped full. We'll just wait for him to back up. We don't unload on the go because just the way it all lines up, we'd be unloading on a swath. So, and since we are a dairy farm with cattle, we pretty much bale every little bit of straw that we can get, so that's always the issue. There he goes, backing up. First load of the day going in the bin. I tried looking in there, we can't see anything, it's already too dusty. Crazy. Oh no. Pulling up to the combine and the whole header is right full of peas. No, not good. Oh shoot. We're plugged, we're plugged.
The engine do the rest.
What's that?
I'll let the engine do the rest.
Just plugged the combine up pretty good here at lunch. Piece of wood went through it, so we cleared a bunch of tree lines out of here. Previous owner had started that. we finished it up, or we thought we did, but a piece of wood got sucked up in and plugged it right up. So it was pretty easy going. You could see where it plowed a little bit, got a bit plugged on the header. But what he picked up was right here. Big chunks of wood. We'll make sure we put these in the truck so we don't pick them up again next year. But all things considered, that was a pretty easy plug to get free again. Hopefully we don't have too many of those. It's a little bit hot for that kind of stuff today. It's supposed to get up to 31 degrees Celsius, so. Oh well. I'll bring this along, we can burn it. Well, there she goes again. Back to thrashing. I think this is load number 5 for the day. We're gonna start putting some peas in our feed mill. Peas are not worth a lot of money because trade deals with people not in Canada apparently. I don't know much about it, but just a farmer. I know the price is low, so we're gonna start feeding them to the cows instead of looking to sell them. So fill it in the feed mill, dump a couple loads in here. We'll start feeding, I think, 2 kilograms of peas per cow per day to the milk herds. So peas are a really good grain to be feeding to cows. They have lots of protein in them too. Allows you to spend less money on the protein supplement as well. So just checking, double checking what bin number that is. It's bin number 4, so we'll move the distributor to that. That is bin number 4. And then we will spin that leg up, start the elevator. Chris is starting to catch up to us. I'd say there's 20-ish swaths of straw that he's behind the combine. He should be able to catch right up to the combine now the peas have had enough time to dry out. When he started baling, there was quite a bit of green yet coming out of the back of the combine, so you can't get right up to it. You got to give it a day or two to dry. Otherwise you get moldy bales. On other news, the edge of the field is right there. We can see the fence line pretty consistently now. And that is good news because we've been in this field now, I think this is the 3rd full day, so it'd be nice to wrap it up. If we get it done today, that'll be really, really, really good. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Not optimistic about that happening, so anyway, we're coming up for, I think, the 6th load of the day. This is annoying. The belt on the televator is starting to rip here. Probably got a little bit of life left in it, but we got to replace that ASAP. That's gonna go eventually. It's gonna tear through the middle and then it's gonna go kaput. It's all because this bearing, it's gotta, keeps it down here when it makes that angle. That's a clear wear spot. So most of this belt too, it's cracked, it's old, it's worn. We run it in the wintertime when it's nice and cold outside too, so that doesn't help either. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Just put load number 4 into the feed mill. I noticed this hoist is starting to squeak a little, so she needs some grease. That's 5 loads of grain in this bin right here. Should fit 6, so I'm gonna go climb and hit and see how full it is. Oh, sink 2 more. The bin we're filling right now in the feed mill is actually a 2,300 bushel bin. I just Googled the model number, looked up that bin on Meridian's website, and that is 2,300 bushels is what it says. Makes sense because I got the 6th load in there. I was like, well, there's still quite a ways off the top here. But this load should put us at exactly 2310 bushels, and the bin is listed to hold 2296. So that's very exact, but I do expect it to get right full at the end of this load. So we're gonna start filling the bin, and then I'm gonna take the wireless remote up there with me, and we'll watch from the bin lid and get it right full. So that's what we got to do with every bin this year, it looks like, because we're gonna come short on grain storage. So much dust coming out of it. It's pretty full. A couple more bushels would have went in there, but I'll take that. Chris just texted me, he said there's quite a few peas on the ground. That shouldn't be the case. That's always the biggest worry. If you're combining, you see a bunch of peas on the ground over the stuff that you just combined. Everyone thinks right away, check the combine, something's not set right in there. That's not good from just a small patch like this. But most likely what that is these peas are so dry now that they're starting to shell, and I can see peas, yeah, right here. There's 2 peas on the ground there, some there, in this crop that hasn't been harvested yet. So those peas are already on the ground. It's not necessarily the combine or the operator, it's just that stuff got desiccated now a week ago, should have been combined. We got to be maybe a little bit more realistic with how many acres we can cover in a day when we're desiccating and planning how many acres we're going to desiccate ahead of the combine. So we did better this year. We're huge improvement this year over last year. Last year we desiccated the peas, waited almost 2 weeks I think, and then finally started combining them. When I tell you there's some peas on the ground there, that was disgusting. We made a big boo-boo there. It cost us a lot of money. Far better this year. Got a lot more grain that ended up in the bin versus on the ground, so we're still learning every year. Maybe we'll have to be a little less aggressive with desiccating. It is what it is. Still doing pretty good. It is almost 8 o'clock and we are getting close to done for the day again. We've just had no wind, and You know, you hear us complaining quite a bit about the wind, but it'd be nice to have a decent breeze during harvest time. It just keeps the dew off of the crop, because what's been happening today and yesterday evening as well is the crop gets tough so quick. The dew settles into those plants and it makes it so you gotta quit combining pretty early. The grain, I'd say it's still dry. It's just the combine starts to work so hard and it goes so tough, and then you run the risk of plugging it brutally. So you always stop in time before that happens. So that's gonna cause us to stop again today around 8:30 probably. This might be the last load already, so that's unfortunate. Got absolutely spoiled this evening with the sunset, as we do most days out here. I'd say we got 30 or 40 acres left over there maybe. Should be able to finish that pretty good on time tomorrow, and then we'll be able to head over the next field. So what a yield has come off of this field so far. Absolutely incredible. Just took the last load and did the math on what we're doing so far in this field. As we head east, the average is going higher and higher, so makes sense. It goes low over there and it's usually a better crop. We've harvested now 17,389 bushels from 270 acres, putting the field average just over 65 bushels an acre, which is mental. Oh man, man, man. It'll probably go a little bit higher. I don't know if it's gonna hit 66 bushels an acre, but it might. It might just go run that good down in the low spots there and hit it, which this is sand. This is really light soil, minimal topsoil value here for growing crops, but I guess manure over the years has really helped the land out, and good timed rains this year resulting in an incredible grain yield this year. So lucky, unreal. It feels good. It feels so funny, weird almost, to be farming and getting these yields, because you guys have seen the last few years. So what a great start to harvest so far. All right, the last thing we're gonna do for today is check the cows in the barn, see if there's any cows calving over there. Make sure everything's going good in the barn. Alright, there are no calves on the calving pack, so that means that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram and TikTok at SaskDutchKid, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.